Hello, dear students of English 6th. Welcome to session 10 of the class. It is always for me a pleasure to welcome to you to another very interesting session of the class. For today, we are going to be focused on Unit 15. What would you do? Okay, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Okay. As in every single session, you have an introductory video that explains you in a general way what session 10 it's about. Okay. So we're going to take a little look at it and then we are going to continue with the session. Okay, you can watch it completely in the platform. For today, we are going to be working on grammar based on unreal conditional and English. And we use unreal conditional to express sentences or to express actions that are going to be possible or not. Okay, in here we have the grammatical explanation and the present unreal conditional is used to refer to unreal, imaginary, or impossible conditions and their results. In the if clause, the verb is shown in simple past tense, whereas in the result clause, the auxiliary will be used plus the verb and infinitive. In here, I'm going to highlight the grammatical structure to make sentences. Unreal conditional if plus verb in past plus auxiliary plus verb in infinity. Example, if I had time, I will help you. Si yo tuviera tiempo, te ayudaría. Number two, if I live in palace, I could give parties all the time. Si yo viviera en un palacio, ofrecería fiesta todo el tiempo. Mary will move to Japan if she spoke Japanese. María se movería a Japón si ella hablara japonés. Okay, and here we have another grammar structure to make sentences in interrogative. Questions double H plus auxiliary plus verb and infinity plus if plus verb in simple past. Example, what would you do if you won the lottery? ¿Qué harías si te ganaras la lotería? A possible answer, I will buy a house. A, where could you live if you moved to the United States? ¿Dónde podrías vivir si te movieras a los Estados Unidos? Okay, a possible answer, I could live in Seattle. Yo podría vivir en Seattle. Okay, and here also we have another grammatical structure to make sentences using the unreal conditional in English. Okay, now we have in here if plus verb plus the verb in past plus auxiliary plus verb and infinity. If example, if I had money, I will spend it. Si tuviera dinero, me lo gastaría. If I were a millionaire, I will buy a yacht. If I have time, I will help you. If I live in palace, I will give parties all the time. If I had study, I would have passed the test. I would stop work if I want a lot of money. Okay. Now in here in the platform, you have a video tutorial that explain you or provide you clear ideas about Unit 15. What would you do? Let's take a look. Okay, later on you can watch it and the platform completely. Okay, now we are going to do a practice exercise. We are going to complete this conversation to express unreal conditional sentence. Okay, so we're going to get started our practice exercise. Instructions: complete this conversation to express unreal conditional sentences. Do not use capital letters. The present unreal conditional, sorry, is used to refer to unreal, imaginary, or impossible conditions and their results in the if clause. The verb is shown in simple past tense, whereas in the result clause, the auxiliary would be used plus the verb in base. Okay, if you, let's suppose, had time, if you have 3 months to travel, where would you go? Oh, that's easy. I I will fly to Europe. I always wanted to go there. If your doctor told you, if your doctor told you to get more exercise, which sport would you choose? Would you choose? Okay. I'm not sure, but I could go jogging 2 or 3 times a week. Now we are going to submit our answers and we are going to check if they are right or wrong. Okay, all of them are very correct. Good job. Okay, so we are going to continue. In here, you have an exercise that is going to be evaluated and you need to fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb to make unreal conditional or results, okay? And this exercise goes for 2 points, okay? Now we are going to be working on grammar. We are going to be learning about past modal in English. Past modal in English, in here we have a short box, a short list of could have, would have, and should have in affirmative, negative, and interrogative form. Uh, Now we are going to take a look at the grammar explanation. Today we will take a look at the modal verbs could have, would have, and should have. These past tense modal are useful for expressing your present feelings about a past decision or other actions. Could have, would have, and should have are sometimes called modal of lost opportunities. They were like a grammatical time machine. The simple past just tells what happened. Past modal state what could have, would have, and should have happened. To form these past modals, use could, would, or should followed by have, followed by a past participle verb. Use have for all pronouns. Never use has or had, okay? To form a past modal because that will be incorrect. Always you need to use have. Here are some examples. She could have gone to any college she wanted to. I would have gone to the party, but I was tired. He should have told the truth about what he saw. Each of these models has a slightly different meaning. We'll look at each of them using examples from movies and popular songs. Could have. We'll start with could have. Could have means that something was possible in the past, but it did not happen. I could have gone directly to college, but I decided to travel for a year, okay? En este caso, utilizamos el modal en pasado could have cuando queremos demostrar que algo fue posible en el pasado, pero nunca pasó. ¿Ok? Yo pude haber ido directamente a la universidad, pero decidí viajar por un año. ¿Ok? Ahora vamos a estar enfocados with the past modal will have. We're going to be focused on would have. Would have is a bit more difficult because it has two common structures. The first is with but. I would have a, but I have to, which is B, use this structure to show that you wanted to do something in the past, but you could not. For example, I would have called, but there was no phone services. Okay. En este caso, muchachos, would have es un poco más difícil porque utilizamos dos estructuras. Número uno, I will have, y luego iría acompañado por I have to, ¿ok? Utilizamos esta estructura para mostrar que quisimos realizar algo en el pasado, pero no fue posible. Por ejemplo, yo pude haberte llamado, pero no había servicio telefónico, ¿ok? Usually would have suggest a bad feeling about the past, but not always. In the song, for example, in the song of by the band Chicago, the singer is surprisingly happy that his ex-girlfriend cheated on him. Her infidelity gave him the opportunity to meet someone else, and that someone else turned out to be his true love. Okay, now we're going to be focused on should have. Finally, let's take a look at should have, and should have means that something did not happen, but we wish it had happened. We use should have to talk about past mistakes. A worried mother might say, I was so worried about you. You should have called. Should have is a it's common in apologies. For example, I'm sorry that I'm late for work. I should have woken up earlier. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. Okay. Finalmente, muchachos, utilizamos el modal en pasado should have cuando queremos referir que algo, cuando queremos demostrar que algo no pasó, pero anhelábamos que pasara, o sea, nosotros queríamos que eso sucediera. Entonces, utilizamos también el to have para hablar sobre errores del pasado. Ok, en este caso, un ejemplo sería, lo siento mucho por llegar tarde al trabajo, me hubiese levantado un poco más temprano, ok? And here you have an image with modal and past using would, could, may, might, should, must, and then have, and then a verb and past participle. Okay, that is our grammar explanation for past models. Okay, in here you have a video tutorial about using would have, could have, and should have. Let's take a look at it. Okay, this is a video that explains the correct use of the past modals of in English. It's really important for you to take a look at it, okay? Now we have a practice exercise. Choose one of the following to complete the sentences related to past modals, to past tense models. Okay, we are going to get started. Our practice exercise number one is John could have, should have, must have gone on vacation but didn't. I will say could have. Okay, nobody answered the phone at the clinic. It could have, should have, must have closed early. Okay, I will definitely say, in this case, must have. It must have closed early. I could have, should have, must have studied more for my exam. I didn't do so well. For this one, I should have studied more for my exam. And number four, Sarah looks really pleased with herself. She could have, should have, must have passed her driving test today. For this one, I will say must have. She must have passed her driving test today. I can't believe Jim hasn't arrived yet. He could have, should have, must have gotten lost. For this one, I will definitely say must have. Okay. So we are going to submit our answers. We are going to submit our answers and we are going to check if they are right or wrong. Okay. Number one is correct. Number three is correct. Number three, it's perfect. Number four, in this case, is must have. And number five, it's correct. Okay. Uh, now then you're going to have an exercise that is going to be evaluated, and this goes for 3 points. You are going to select the correct answer for each sentences using modal past tense. Okay, this exercise goes for 3 points, and finally we're going to have a reading advice circle. We're gonna take a look at it. And then you are going to have a practice exercise. Read the message board and match the name and the advice. Okay. So we're gonna try. Pixie, apologize, keep quiet, be fair, be honest. I will say apologize. Too bad. Tell, be honest, keep quiet, be fair. Okay, I will say bit fair. Poodle, forget, forgetting, and forget, don't complain, apologize. I will say don't complain. Speedy, be honest, forget, forget, and forget, forget. I will say be honest, okay? Now we are going to submit our answers and we're going to check if they're right. Very good. Number two, very good. Excellent and very good. Okay. So guys, this is everything for session 10 of English 6. And always remember, if you have a question, do not hesitate to contact me through the WhatsApp group. Okay. It's always a pleasure for me. And always remember my piece of advice. The more you practice, the better you get. Bye and have a great weekend.